Part 3. The prodigal really thought he had all he needed. Why did the prodigal travel to a far country after receiving his inheritance? The far country in the parable is more than just a physical place. It symbolizes a spiritual condition. It represents separation from the Father's presence, values, and protection. Here's why he went. A. Desire for independence. The younger son wanted to live life on his own terms, free from his father's authority, rules, and household structure. He thought freedom meant distance from authority, when in truth it meant closeness to the Father. Spiritually, this mirrors humanity's tendency to wander from God, seeking independence but finding emptiness. B. Immaturity and pride. He had resources but lacked wisdom and character to manage them. Like many who gain blessings prematurely, he mistook possession for maturity and freedom for fulfillment. Far temptation of the world. The far country represents a world that promises excitement, pleasure, and self-fulfillment, but ultimately leaves the soul empty. He was lured by what looked good, but was hollow at the core. So his journey away from the Father's house was really a journey away from covering, provision, and relationship. 2. Why did a mighty famine happen only in the land where he was? This famine was not accidental. It's symbolic and purposeful. A. Divine intervention. The famine was God's instrument of awakening. It wasn't punishment, it was mercy in disguise. When everything else failed, the famine created the conditions for repentance and reflection. B. The famine was specific to the far country. Notice. The famine struck that land, Luke 15:14, not his father's land. This shows that outside the Father's presence there's no lasting provision. No matter how much wealth he took, supply runs out when separated from the source. C. The famine revealed the emptiness of worldly living. As long as he had money, friends, and pleasures surrounded him. When the famine came, those illusions vanished, exposing the poverty of a life apart from God. D. The famine brought humility. It stripped him of pride and forced him to see his true need. He came to himself, Luke 15:17, because of the famine. Pain pushed him toward truth. Spiritual application. The far country. Life lived on self-reliance, far from God's wisdom. The famine, divine awakening. When worldly pleasures fail, God's voice becomes clear. The Father's house. Relationship, abundance, and identity restored. God allows famines, emptiness, hardship, loss, not to destroy us, but to bring us back home. Share this with someone you love and care about. Stay tuned for part 4 of The Prodigal.